Good evening and welcome to That Wicked Makes But You Should Get Help, the biannual music magazine where today we're counselling Cursor Miner about his new music project. Hi Cursor.
Hello.
So what's new in the world of Mr. Miner?
Well, recently we felt things were lacking a little bit in the publicity department, so I've hired a publicist called Dominic. He's going to be helping me create more of a presence, doing marketing and stuff. Actually, I'm not so much hiring him as he's kind of possessing me as a kind of spirit.
So Dominic isn't a real person at all?
No, he's not a person. He's an angry blue triangle.
How can you tell he's angry? He's angry.
Well, he's not a featureless blue triangle, of course. That would be stupid.
MVC.
Yeah, he's got a face and stuff, arms and legs. Goes into MVC and buys CDs sometimes.
MVC.
Yeah, he tried our price, but the aisles were too narrow for his wide base.
Yeah.
You know, it's difficult sometimes for triangles because they have these big wide bases and they can't use the stuff.
What sort of projects is Dominic helping with?
That's one of the reasons why he's angry.
Okay, so what sort of projects is Dominic helping with?
He's not always a blue triangle. Sometimes he appears as a gold man with a big curly gold wig, but that's only when he's doing side bigs.
Okay, so what sort of projects is Dominic helping with?
Well, I'm starting 2 new websites, one on the Dream Internet and one on the Dream Internet.
Could you explain what the Dream Internet is exactly?
Well, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but for the listeners are stupid, remember.
You'd think if all you did was listen then you'd learn something. But anyway, the Dream Internet, this is the internet that you can log on to when you're dreaming. If you find yourself asleep, just bring up a search engine and look for something, and it gives you pretty different results from when you're awake. Yeah. For instance, if you look up Dominic Plock on the normal internet, all you get is some guy who did a fun run in Germany. But on the Dream Internet, you get the blue triangle Dominic, and some videos of him rotating about the width of the aisles and music stores. And if you look for him on the Dream Internet, you get him as a gold man in a bath.
And what about the Dream Internet? What is that?
The Dream Internet is a different internet when you're having a dream within a dream. It's got a lot more multimedia content and you don't have to wait for it to load because it's all generated real time by your subconscious, which is the subconscious that your dream persona, i.e. your subconscious, has beneath unconsciously itself.
Fascinating.
So if you find yourself having psychological problems in your dreams, it might be your subconscious trying to sell you something.
And can you link from one thing to the other?
So
fascinating.
Well, basically, the Dream Internet's better because the subconscious uses.
Fascinating.
The Dream Internet is better because the subconsciousness uses Java servlets running inside the metallic hydrogen core of Jupiter, whereas the subconscious runs on those boxes of telephone wires on the corner of streets.
Fascinating. And can you link from one thing to the other?
You can link from the Dream Internet to the Dream Internet, and the Dream Internet can link to the real Internet. Yeah, but not the other way around. So, you can't click on a link on the real Internet and go into the Dream one unless you simultaneously fall asleep whilst clicking, which is pretty difficult.
Fascinating.
And it's worth remembering, if you're on the Dream Internet and you're working on something and you wake up halfway through, your work might be lost.
Fascinating.
There's not really any point in saving it, actually. You open up your email for October and it's just a story about how you had to look for some ski boots in order to go swimming.
Okay, so what sort of projects is Dominic helping with?
Well, currently he's making really shit things happen to me so that I get really angry and fucked up and write good songs. He just generally fucks me over every so often, and this keeps me from turning into complacent type, old Paul McCartney or something. Yeah, well, I'm not getting any younger, and Dom says I have to be kept in this retarded state of adolescent rage to be relevant to, high street retailers and so on. And the most effective recent campaign was that he made me think that I could
put
my hands between 2 blocks of wood and think something racist, and be alright.
Okay.
Whereas in fact there was this telepathic black girl holding the blocks of wood.
Okay.
And she just brought them together really hard on my hands, which hurt quite a bit. And this kind of made me lose confidence in my expectations about reality. And this episode made me 16% more famous.
Okay.
What?
Fascinating. Okay, so what sort of projects is Dominic helping with?
Our new project involves me keeping an imp in the fridge, so he gets really cold, and injecting him with different bodily fluids of mine, so that he gets really sick. Obviously, normally I'm quite a nice guy, I'd never do that to an imp, but so I'm trying to blame it on Dominic, but Dominic doesn't exist, so
fascinating.
It creates an interesting dynamic. We're hoping for an 8% increase in profits from this.
But surely imps don't exist either, do they?
Well, no, but it's not really the point of the exercise. An imaginary mental problem is just an effective marketing strategy as a real mental problem.
Well, I haven't really seen the strategy at all yet.
Basically, the more psychotic you are, the more respect you get from the, on the surface, sane but actually psychotic human population. Dominic knows this very well. He's helped all kinds of people, Barrett, Stalin, Elephant.co.uk, loads of mathematicians. Loads of mathematicians. To know that success in maths is actually all about publicity, but in the Platonic realm.
Fascinating.
Yeah, since the 70s, you can only prove something mathematically if you sold enough non-abelian groups to the Platonic beings. It's all about getting the bucks. Of course, it's quite difficult to make adverts though, because as soon as you project an image on a screen for the Platonic beings to watch, you've created what is reality, and the Platonic ideals are all kind of fucked. But stuck up Platonic fuckers don't deserve.
Okay, alright, calm down. Can we? Getting back to the subject of your music, what sort of music is the new album going to contain?
Well, the new album's it's just like two different notes on the acoustic guitar, with me singing about how reducing stress can actually make you more stressed in the long run. Well, no, actually I am singing the words, trying to reduce stress can actually make you more stressed in the long run, over and over and over and over again.
Fascinating.
It's inspired by this new thing called mink, this new crazy genre called mink.
Fascinating.
This new mink thing happening in mink. This new mink thing happening. All mink tunes only have two notes on one acoustic instrument, and just a repetitive line about something ironic.
Wow, I can't wait. Thank you, Cursor Miner.
In Inuit music, but the Portuguese community in Tokyo turned it into something more urban and relevant, and that's kind of filtering through into mink.
Wow, I can't wait. Thank you, Cursor Miner.
And the name of the album is going to be I Thought I Was Talking to a Solicitor, but it just turned out to be a particularly intricate collection of floaters in my eyes.
Wow, I can't wait. Thank you, Cursor Miner.
Thank you. By the way, what's happened to your voice?
Well, it's just your voice pitched up a bit.
Shit, no. Yeah, I had that once. Somebody else's pitched up voice syndrome. Mine was Patrick Moore's.
Oh, no way, because his voice sounds a bit pitched up anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, quite a bad case. It hardly ever lasts for more than a few weeks though, so you should be alright.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm being distracted by someone climbing up a lamppost.
Oh no.
He's very good at it. The worst I had was time-stretched Eddie the Eagle Edwards thought syndrome.
Oh no.
Yeah, it can take hours to have even a simple thought. And it's usually about not being a ski jumper anymore.
No.
And then you wait another few hours for the next thought, and then it's, well, I wasn't even a particularly good ski jumper anyway. I might as well shave off my trademark moustache, 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 Hello, welcome to the Root Knot Spirit Tapes Volume 7. My name is Mug Mustache, and in this tape I'd like to introduce you to a very great thinker. He's written books on a vast array of topics: meditation, ancient history, globalization, DIY, granite and woodlice, and he's inspired people from all over the world to start on that difficult path away from memory and towards power. Most importantly, he is known as the founding father of that mysterious but liberating organization known as Root Knot. In these sessions, he gives what are possibly the seminal lectures that started the Root Knot movement high on a hill in Northamptonshire. He's addressing his followers and telling them how they can crawl out of their tiny human skulls and, as he says, paddle their naked brains in the turquoise waters of pointlessness. So, Root Knot presents The Knot Chief, No, Please Don't Worship Me, Oh, okay then, Jimmy Wave Packet. Part 1, The Meaning of Roast Dinners.
When people ask me, what is the meaning of life? Well, I say, what do you mean by meaning? Surely, by meaning, you are asking for a destination towards which that life must be going. That once reached, that life is no longer necessary. But if at the end of the day the life is unnecessary, what meaning had it? What meaning had it? So, to come back to our earlier point on the plate of existence, where on that plate shall the gravy be placed? Well, it only takes a child a moment's thought to say, the gravy shall be placed all over the plate. It's obvious. So when asking, where shall the meaning of my life be placed? All over that life. So in fact, there is no goal, no meaning at the end. There is only the gravy. And yes, you can add sprouts. Add a sprout here, add a sprout there, add a sprout, add a sea of sprouts. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many sprouts you have. It is all over. Gravy, it's all over. To the edges of the plate, beyond the edges of the plate if you wish. Why not? But remember, even in the tiniest, most minuscule of those peas, there exists a potential to be warmed by gravy. To be split and contain gravy, or maintain oneself as a whole pea within the gravy, or float in the gravy, or sink in the gravy. All there is a totality of gravy.
That concludes part 1 of the Root Knot Spirit Tapes Volume 7. If you've enjoyed this tape, please send a stamped addressed envelope to California and ask us what the hell is going on in California.